If you have a chat with almost anyone these days, everyone is anxious or overwhelmed and feel like they're racing against time to tick off an impossible checklist set by the society. Myself included, I am not special. Like few weeks ago, I found my graduation photo and some uni photos and went down memory lane and got lost in my plans then. I'm sure you know what I mean. Back then, I thought by this time I would have a different life, one that was set out for me by society. And as expected, I started to feel a sense of disappointment taking over me. Needless to say, the rest of the gang of emotions that go with it flowed right through to me. The guilt, shame, embarrassment, what will people think, what my parents would think, feeling like I wasted years of my life. But after a few minutes of my self-pity party, I did what I always do in moments like this. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath, and then I said a little prayer. It always makes me feel better. Later, I decided to check my goals book, read through my gratitude journal, and I realized, yes, I definitely did not tick almost any of my goals I had back in uni. But I had an even better life. I had achieved a lot of things, probably not monetarily or material-wise. But I had lived a valuable and impactful life. I had almost grown to the best version of myself yet. I was diagnosed with a chronic illness with no cure, yet I found a way to overcome it. I have helped a lot of people through my yoga and Indian awareness. I have an amazing relationship with Yasok. My spirituality has grown. I wrote a book like I did not even think that was possible, and I'm on my second book now. Yes, I have a lot of things to do, so much more. But I am not going to disregard these just because of some set checklist made up by society who has no idea the resources I have and what I went through. And I am sure you too had so many events happen, detours happen, losses, successes. That is what life is, right? So why are we disregarding what life actually is with self-awareness and measuring ourselves always short? So where did this bizarre timeline and guidelines come from? One common denominator I found through research was life expectancy. Of course, not the only one, but hear me out. So centuries ago, the life expectancy was pretty low. Back in the 1900s, people lived up to only 50. 1800s, not even past 40, which is pretty scary. They probably did not have a proper health system and barely any advancement in technology. People literally died just walking out their door, like from pretty bizarre things. So on a side note, try watching Millions of Ways to Die in the Wild Wild West. Super funny movie, but it kind of makes you, be grateful to the time we are right now, because things were really weird and scary back then. Anyway, back on topic. Naturally, they had to get married early, buy a house early, and finish everything fast because they were actually racing against a pretty strict timeline. But as time passed, life expectancy rose. Currently, as of this recording, the average life expectancy is 76. And as you know, so many leaders in various fields are so much older and they're still crushing it. Warren Buffett, he's 91. And he got his first million when he was 55. Jeff Bezos is close to 60. And the KFC founder founded KFC when he was 65. So we have time, guys. We have time to try new things, take risks, change our plans to grow. And people rarely get success overnight. Yeah, there are the overnight successes, but that is the exception to the rule. But we have to keep trying because nothing comes in step one. This brings me to my second point. Now that we can stop using century-old guidelines, we also should stop comparing ourselves to others in our life. Everyone has a different set of resources and face different set of experiences. And the success you see in someone could be after their step 200, not step 1. So we should stop comparing our step 1 with another step 200. We are here to create our own life, not a copy. My final thoughts for you is work on self-awareness. Constantly observe your life objectively. Reevaluate and create actions accordingly. Life happens to every single one of us. We may lose someone, we may start a business, lose a business, have a success, meet someone, have kids, or want to leave someone. Or the pandemic can hit, health issues can arise, economic crisis can arrive, whatever it may be. If we have clarity of our own life, things can get a little easier to navigate. And if you want to change your career, get married, get a divorce, start a business, close a business, learn a new skill, start to travel, remember you can do it anytime you want. So let's turn the narrative around, live a life on real time as it happens, and not worry about irrelevant society-driven standards. Hope this inspires you, and if you know anyone who might benefit from this, please do share the link. Let us spread the message so the next generation lives a more happier life on their own terms. Speak to you soon, my friends. Bye for now.